What's happening, everybody? The new 2022 Sea-Doo lineup was released today. Unfortunately, there was no Trix model with a turbo, which we were kind of looking forward to, but there was something else that was brought out to my attention on this after looking through the Switch pontoon boat that they recently came out with. Now, Sea-Doo has never built a pontoon boat before. They've built boats before that were really terrible, the two strokes, but there was a modular model of a Sea-Doo attachment that basically put it into a boat per se, and it was kind of a pontoon boat, but nothing like this before. And this is certainly unique, as they normally do. However, pontoon boats have increased in popularity over the last couple of years because of, what happened last year and whatnot. However, there's one super important thing about this that I noticed that a lot of people aren't going to notice. And I'm going to go over that momentarily. But first, let's take a look over this pontoon boat and see what they have to offer. Now, first and foremost, this is not the cheapest pontoon boat out there. It says starting at $17,999 or $18,000. And we'll delve into that price in a minute. But this is not the cheapest. A quick search on Bass Pro Shops brings this Bass Buggy 16 foot with a 50 horsepower to $17,500, and this is an actual price of this. If you go to Bass Pro Shops and visit it, you can get this boat for that. So anyways, let's jump back to the Sea-Doo Switch over here and show you that this one that we're looking at, the sport or the compact model, is 5-person. The midsize model is 7, and the larger model is 9-person. And there is more to this as well. So let's scroll down a little bit. You have the 5 to 9 sport, which is the one with the, it's got a little bit higher horsepower, and it also has a little more features to it as well. We'll delve into that. And you also have the Switch Cruise, which has even more horsepower and also has more accessories, and this one's a bit longer as well. So let's go into the build section of it, and I'm going to show you something that I saw that was super important. And one of those is the starting price says $18,000. Now, if we quickly go down and we choose the length of compact, so there's compact 16 to 19 foot under the regular Switch. So let's choose compact, the lower horsepower model. The higher horsepower is not allowed with the compact model, and there's also just one color, is Caribbean blue. And what do we come up with? A starting price of $20,999. This is not $17,999. I tried no less than 50 different configurations of this, and I've gotten nothing less than $20,999. And that's the weird part. There's no possible way to get it that low. It's crazy. It's like, how do you possibly do that? So anyways, let's go into the build your own application, and let's kind of go through this one by one. So obviously we're only going to choose the color that's available. It's 16, the Switch 16 with 100 horsepower, and we're going to go next. We're going to choose the only engine available for it, the length, which is the compact one, and go to pre-order. Now, if we look at this, it's still $20,999. And obviously, I'm not going to go through this right now, so we're going to close out of this section of it. But how the heck did they come up with $17,999? My assumption is they're going to offer something less involved and give you a cheaper price with it. But the nice part is, with this $17,999, it does include a trailer. You can put 5 people on board. My assumption are people are going to buy this and put a lot more people on board. And, obviously you have the modular deck, which is cool. That's, in my opinion, the best and most effective part of this purchase with this one. You can change the seats around, which we'll show you afterwards as well. And every single one of these come with IBR because you need a boat with reverse. You can't have a boat with just straightforward. And the brake is nice as well. Regular outboard pontoon boats don't have brakes, and this is a good little start. So there's 3 driving modes: Sport, Eco, and Cruise Control, and that includes all of these with the 100, 170, 230 horsepower motors. Now, let's jump over to the Switch Sport. Now, this one's got a couple extra colors, which is nice, which is weird to me that you can only buy those other colors, and my assumption is they want people to upcharge for this. So there's compact, 18 to 21 feet. So compact is 170 horsepower only available. The 18 foot is up to 230, and same thing with the 21 foot, it's 230 horsepower. Now, if we choose either of these, let's just choose the 18 footer with 230 horsepower. You have 3 colors now. You have blue, yellow, and red. So let's click on the red, and or orange is red, let's call it Coral Blast, whatever that means. The tower is a lot nicer than the Switch. You have a simple canopy over the regular Switch. The Switch Sport has the nice canopy. I'm assuming this is going to come standard with the other ones later. And it's got a nice sleek look to it. And to be honest with you, a lot of people are hating on this look. A lot of people hate it on the Spark as well. But guess what? We got a nice look to this thing. And these are definitely going to catch some people looking on the water. And at even 100 horsepower, that's more than typical pontoon boats, and most boats don't really make more than 250, 300 horsepower. And with that amount of horsepower, 230, that's pretty substantial. But there's one even more important fact to this. Even if we go to the Switch Cruise, we're looking at just a larger deck, 18, 21 foot, and you have 100, 170, 230. You can only get the 230 on this one, and you get the 18 foot, the 100 and 170. Now, not much configuration changes with these, but what I noticed, and a lot of people should notice at this point, is the motor. So let's go to the motor on the 230 horsepower Switch Cruise 21. Now, let's go to the regular Switch. Now, let's go down to the motor. Somewhere. Nope, let's go back up here. I guess I got to click on this bad boy right here and go to motor. Now, tell me you saw this, because this reminds me of my video I did on the difference between the 60 horsepower and 90 horsepower Sea-Doo Spark. What do we have here? Type 1630 ACE 100. Now let's go to the Switch Cruise. 1630 ACE 230. Even though it says 170 horsepower. Go back, just make sure we clicked on 230. I'm just assuming, yeah, I clicked it wrong. No, I think that's just Sea-Doo with the wrong website development. But anyways, this is 230 horsepower, but it's the same size motor. Sea-Doo is at it again, it seems. It looks like they're using, for cost-cutting purposes, the same motor on all of these. And guess where we see this motor as well? Somewhere different. If we scroll down to the rxp-x and we let Sea-Doo's website load because everybody's looking to buy one of these, let's scroll down and choose the package and click on the engine. What do we have here? The 1630 ACE with 300 horsepower. So if you could imagine what Sea-Doo is doing here, please tell me in the comments section below if you saw this beforehand. But they are using the same motor in the rxp-x as the Sea-Doo Switch pontoon boats. And what's even better is they detune them so hard that they bring them down to 100 horsepower. My assumption is as follows. A lot of people are going to buy this compact 100 horsepower monster motor in this thing, the 1630 ACE with 100 horsepower, and do exactly what I did with the Sea-Doo Spark jet ski. Let's choose the 2-up ACE, right? 60 horsepower, 900 cc's, tuned to 110, right? Well, guess what's going to happen, guys? We are going to see people tuning this 1630 ACE to 250. Now, I do know that there is a supercharger with an intercooler on the rxp-x and other models, of course, but there's a supercharger on this which equals 300 horsepower. Now, we can tune these as well and make them well over 300 horsepower, but my assumption are people are going to buy this little compact 100 horsepower ACE little guy, and they're going to be putting a tune on this that's going to crank this bad boy up somewhere around 250 horsepower in this little pontoon boat. This little tiny 16-foot pontoon boat. People are going to be cranking 250 horsepower. Now, yeah, the jet skis do have 300 horsepower, but what's even more fun about this is you can have 5 passengers as well. So what's going to be great about this is you're going to be seeing water skiing and different sort of activities on here, and these things moving at like 60 miles an hour with this little thing. So What's going to be kind of like a sport cruiser is this compact guy. Since it is a shorter hole, it's going to be more efficient, and it's also going to be faster as well. Look at 16 foot. Who am I kidding? This thing is 12 foot 8 inches long. This is the size of most jet skis nowadays. But anyways, tell me what you think. Do you think we're going to see a lot of these skis being kind of cranked with a tune from 100 horsepower to 250 horsepower? If in fact it is the same motor, which I am led to believe is the case, do everybody think that this is going to be the standard set for Sea-Doo? It's going to be using the same motor on different skis to save costs, but people are going to take advantage of this. And guess what? I might as well, just because I want to see what can happen. Let me know what you think. Should I get one of these little guys, and then should I tune it up? Give me a comment down below, and we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, see you in the next one, and keep me posted. Hit the like and subscribe button, what you think and what you see moving forward with Sea-Doo. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.